All right, guys, I just ramble like 10 minutes and I did not press record. My whole life. All right, let's get back to me rambling on. So before I go any further, I'm not a financial advisor here, so I'm just here learning as I go and share my journey with you here. Of course, this is about GameStop. I hold GameStop. I'm biased in this sense, so please take everything I said just an opinion, thoughts, and enthusiasm about this company. All right. So for those of you who want to do your own research, and of course, like you could read all this yourself, and if you've been following what the company's doing, you probably have done that already. So for those who want to investigate a little bit more, I will link the this article or this report down in the description below. Okay. All right, so let's do this. And so in this particular video, I'm just gonna go through a few lines item here that I want to kind of take a closer look at. Um, Now we already know that they have a net income of close to $50 million. That is monumental in my opinion, right? Especially when you think about how much they lost the year before. Look at this. Boom. Almost 100 and not that they lost it, but they were in the negative, $150 million, right? Now they turn it into a positive. So that's the difference of $200 million right there. Now, if they continue the same trajectory next quarter, hopefully it's going to be $200 million, right? That's what we hope, or $100 million in the positive. So yeah, it's a good day. Again, if the price doesn't reflect that, count your blessing. That's all I'm saying. All right. So yeah, positive EPA, that's huge, right? For value investor out there, like wink wink, Warren Buffett and the likes, they are looking for stuff like this. And then what else? Now he might okay. I feel like Warren Buffett, right? Let's go off on tangent a little bit. Warren Buffett, I feel like he is kind of deterred from the crypto aspect of it. I'm sure that's the reason why he's not looking into GameStop yet. But if management is able to do this quarter after quarter after quarter, it doesn't matter. Money will pull in into this company soon, and it's big money too. It's not just retail. Retail is just lucky enough to spot it before anybody else, right? That's just how I look at it. Anyway, let's go. All right. So I'm looking for digital asset here. As I stated before, um, so it looks like if you take a different time frame, right, from 52 weeks end to 52 weeks end, GameStop is actually in a net loss, right? However, look at the differences, right? That's like around $60 million improvement right there, right? Okay, 1 second. All right, sorry. Okay, so all right, so yeah, cash position. Look at their cash, right? Look at the cash amount. That's like substantial right there. I mean, close to sorry, close to $1.4 billion in cash right now. Marketable security usually is like treasury, something very safe, right? How do I know that? Well, look at this. If you look at down here, oh, this is what I want to look for. But before I show you that one, I want to look at proceed. You see, proceed from the maturity of marketable security. So that's usually treasury, perhaps the interest that they get from that security, right? So is it a short term? who knows? But the fact that they got some proceed from it, that's a good sign. And look at the proceed from the digital asset. I'm thinking that's like crypto, $4.5 million for now, right? That's pretty encouraging, right? Meaning that, hey, they did have some proceed from it, meaning the sales of certain or transaction that is in the plus, in the positive, that has to do with digital asset. What do I mean by that? I'm sure, with the FTX thing, people think that they lose a whole bunch of money and, it's a failed business or whatever, or it's a failed platform that they spend a whole bunch of money and they waste it all. Like, no, they were very responsible for that. I mean, responsible in that they built a flat platform that is still operational. Yes, it was not, a I wouldn't say a failure, but it's more like a delay in the launch of it because the SEC is coming after crypto. It's like, come on, cut them some slacks here, right? But even in the face of that, people are continue to build on this platform. So I mean, it's only a matter of time. When you have the regulatory clarity on crypto, this company is going to take off like crazy. And you will be like, oh, I should have bought it, right? This is just my thoughts and opinion, right? My speculation, right? This is a wild speculation that I have on the NFT marketplace. The NFT marketplace is just a sleeping giant that people don't realize that it's sleeping and it's a giant yet. But anyway, so that's just my schmeal there. Okay, so what else do I want to focus on here? So it looks like they still have some asset impairment, right? But pretty low when it comes to that. If you take the 52 weeks and they still have $2.7 million in asset impairment. Now that could be like stolen goods. It could be like, right here, loss on retirement of debt. Not quite sure what that is, but yeah. So asset impairment could be that, like stolen goods, you've heard of thefts all the time, stealing from companies. But anyway, so depreciation as well. They have some loss there. I mean, pretty small amount. Let's see. Oh, right here. So it looks like taken from 52 weeks, and they did have some digital loss, digital asset loss right there, right? 7.2 million. But digital asset impairment, it looks like they did have some loss as well. $34 million. Yeah, that's pretty substantial. So long-term liability changes in others. The long-term liability, nothing. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, so we have, so the long-term liability is none there. That means no debt. That's good. Not quite sure what this account payable is. I need to do more research on that one. Loss or disposable of property. Okay, so they lost some $2.5 million there. Of course, like stuff like that happens all the time. But yeah, it looks like, oh, look at this. So proceeds from sales of digital asset. So they did have some proceed there. That's pretty substantial. Wait, hold on. Is it in million? Yeah. So it's $81 million of proceed from digital, sale of digital asset. So, I mean, that's pretty substantial. No? 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 Anyway. um, net cash flow. So from different, from the financing activity. So it seems like they did better last time than this time. Or last year than this year. Hold on 1 second. What's going on there? Oh, inventory. Okay, it could just be inventory here. So they turned positive about close to $500 million difference there year to year. It sounds like they spend some money on inventory. Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing, right? They want to buy a whole bunch of stuff so they could sell a whole bunch of stuff. Just what it tells me. All right, so this is a 13 week ends time frame. So if you look at that, it looks like they are up in sale, right? Up in the hardware accessory, down in software, that's like gaming and all that stuff. And then you have collectible up, hardware's up, right? PlayStations and all that stuff. All right. And then if you take in 52 weeks end, you will see that it went down a little bit, net sale. So it's not by much. I mean, by 0.2% down. That's pretty nothing there to see, right? Now this is in terms of dollars amount. So if you account for inflation and all that stuff, remember it's 6% down. So I mean, you could say that they are actually down by 6% or down by 2%, but that's everybody, right? In the U.S. and around the world, actually, they are facing the same problem here. Collectible, of course, went up by $100 million. That's pretty good. All right. Sorry. Okay, so if you look at of course, we point this out already, so I'm not going to point that out. Adjusted operating income, of course, it went down a little bit from the net income calculation. Nothing to see there. I mean, it's just an indication that they are doing better. Even if you took it from the different time frame, the improvement is still there. You could see it on the balance sheets there. I mean, small improvement is good. Like the saying, people overestimate what they could do in 2 years or 1 year or 2 years, but underestimate what they could do in 10 years. So I think in 10 years, people are gonna realize the magnitude of this company. So that's how I look at this thing. And then if you look at the adjusted EBITDA, it's turning positive for this quarter, quarter to quarter. That is a good sign, right? This is what the big boys are looking at when they look at going in, investing in any company, right? So if you have tons of millionaires, billionaires out there who are actually believing in this company, they will turn out to promote it. And so you just have to be in this long enough for them to realize it, right? But hey, most of us don't want to sell this company ever because we know that infinite dividend that we want to see. Yeah, I mean, it's valuable. It's pretty valuable. It's not valuable right now in the eyes of the media, right? Because they don't want you to realize how valuable this company is. It's just my opinion. Okay, just my opinion. All right, guys, that's all I have for this one. I hope you kind of look into it with a different perspective here. I really need to kind of research what it means to have that account payable thing, because it's pretty complex to me. It takes me a little bit to understand what that means. Try to look for it so I could show you what I mean right here. So account payable. I don't know what that means. So yeah, that's my next homework. So again, have a good weekend. Okay.